Hi guys, how are you doing? So it's been long that I didn't came for 2-3 days, but right now I'm back, and today is really important day. But before getting into the trading stuff and understanding that how important and valuable this day today is, I would like to show you that this is the channel, guys. This is the Milking Papers channel right here. You need to subscribe it plus the bell icon as well so that you just never miss a notification. So it's a quick uh, understanding that there are the certain videos out there as well as there are lives. You can see that there are tons of lives which we do, and I want you to follow because of your uh, input, I would be more motivated to do the stuff. And as I've just told you guys that it wouldn't even help you, it would also help me in a regard to create a better content for you. So there's a learner's corner as well, and I do have certain videos that would be really helpful. Just like stop loss hunt, really amazing video that pips, what are the pips and lot and how to manage the risk, what are the pending orders and trading range. People really like that video. So just a general discussion about the channel. So moving back into our real stuff out here, that is today is FOMC, that is the federal fund rates. You can see that it is also known as interest rates, it is also known as policy rate, it is also known as refinancing rate, it is also even known as bank rates. So these are really important. It affects the currency in a sense that needs to be understood. That, for example, if the rates are reduced, then the forecasted one, there can be a move towards the downside that can be bad for the currency. But on the other hand, it could be good for the stock market, it could be good for the people residing in the country. So the idea is that these federal fund rates are managed by through the monetary policy by the Fed, that is the central bank of United States. So different kinds of rates were coming all together. There was a CAD rates previously, and there was pound rates that would be showing up on Thursday at 7 a.m. for me, that is Eastern Standard Time, the New York time. So there are the certain rates which we can look into that. And also we do have the policy rates, that is the same thing for the Bank of Japan as well. So these are the certain rates you can look at, that around about like pound and USD are moving same. The pound doesn't have any plan to cut the rates right here. But if there is a cut in the rate, guys, it would be what as a trader we would be seeking into. And similarly for the Australian dollar, and it is also for the NZDs, and Canadian dollar is also at 3.25 right now. And there was also a reduction right in the rates for them as well, which actually happened. I guess it was on the previous week. So getting into the details of this federal fund rate. So federal fund rates, guys, are being reduced around like 25 basis points. That is the forecasted value. So if there is more reduction in here, or if there is no change in that regard, we can expect some kind of like a movement here. But if there is a reduction similarly to the forecasted one, there wouldn't be much of the things that I would be looking at. But there is also a press conference that would be occurring on like 2:30 today, that is Eastern Standard Time, New York time. So there would be much of a move. So getting deep into the understanding on the charts technically, and guys, I want to like tell you that technical are basically the last key towards the understanding of the trade for the execution stuff. So the concept remains as simple as we usually talk about this stuff. There are certain breaks which I usually take, and then after that we can easily discuss what is really happening. So guys, this is where you need to keep your eye on, that is DXY. So guys, we just know that this was an election day. Right here, price pushed up and eventually price went back up there, right? After that, there were like more of the gas stuff and more of the ambiguous stuff out here that actually created a much of a distraction for as a trader, because uh, maybe we get a certain kind of data that isn't much skewed based on the other people who just big institutes gets the data. So anyway guys, there was a peak formation right here, and price came back down, forming a bottom here. Price again went down, and eventually price took the liquidity around this point. And as we can see that the liquidity was taken, eventually the price has been in a channel on the upward side like that, and price is making a smaller higher highs and lower higher lows, higher highs and higher lows, and moving on the upside, but there isn't any kind of straight move up there. So what we are eventually looking is that price came back down till this level right here, and now price is even pushing on the upper side like that. So I've placed my alert right here just because of an idea that here we had an order block up here, but keeping a alert right above here can give us a better understanding. What we are looking at is that if the price breaks above this, although the price has broken above this level, so any kind of move on the upside can make the price to go on the upper side. So this is the DXY, that is basically index that shows different pairs in the relation to United States. So moving further towards the Australian dollar, guys, Australian dollar has taken a good impact, and it has been like in a continuously sell structure. Right here you can see price has made like swings, but not perfect, but this was a good swing right here, and price went down, broke this level too, and now price is pushing on the downside. So moving further into the discussion, guys, that I actually am much more curious that where this trend would be ending, because each time we are placing a low, it has been broken each time. So for that regard, guys, I would like to put my low up till that structure, so that that can make and give us some of the room in order to understand that if there is any kind of a swing point out here. So although when I did the analysis, the price was holding up there, so that's why I placed my low down there. But on the other hand side, you can see that the pressure is so much that even price broke this level around here, giving us this low, and price is now going back down there without even giving us any kind of proper swing structure right here. On the other hand, guys, what we can do is that we can remove our change our focus point, so that we can understand that the price on a more deep sense, because as a trader we aren't here to hold the price for dear life, but instead we just need to capitalize on a small scale move right here. So this is how we are looking at, and price is even going on the downside like that. So there was a small pullback, but not good. So what we need to do is that if we get a good low right here or somewhere there, any kind of structure like that can give us a move on the downside. This is how we can think safely about a certain structure and certain structural trade. But let's see how and when this structure actually stops. So it's a simple condition right now, price is continuously breaking down, and this could be our another base. Let me make it more clear for you guys. This is a kind of a structure we are looking at, so any kind of pullback around here can give us a move forming a double bottom here. and further if price continues to rig, so can give us a move like that. So this is a wonderful opportunity in coming days as well. So let's see how FOMC comes, and if FOMC is bad, the price can even form a lower today that can hold too. On the other hand, if we see NZD, NZD has been like forming a structure that is similarly to the Australian dollar. We can see that the trading view is not showing on that smaller time frame for the data that we are looking at. So in that regard, I have placed my low right here based on this structure right here. Let's see that how the price actually reacts around this structure. On the other hand, guys, that I want to like reduce my principal focus so that can be more easier for me to understand the swing structures right here. So I can let's bring my high level to here. It's high 79, 71, 68, and 81. So let's bring it to 81 so that I can understand what could be the better structure. So the idea remains the same, guys. And let even remove this so that we can even take a better look. So this is the kind of a structure which I'm looking at. This was a trade price was holding above this, and I was quite sure about that this price can easily break because this is not a satisfactory low that I'm looking at. So let's see that if with the FOMC we can get a move like that on the upper side till that point. So or let's see that how actually price forms a wick down there and can go back up. On the other hand, guys, this is a big sell structure that has been happening, that if you see that the opening of the price is right here, so closing is right there, so there isn't any kind of specific wick around this point that can even highlight the structure for us. So moving further, guys, this is GBP USD. GBP USD is in a structure that is sideways. In order for the clarity right now, I would really like to move my high point to that level in order for me to take a better understandable trade. So this is how we are looking at right now. So this is the point. This is the level right here. The liquidity was taken around this point. Price came back down, forming a bottom formation here, and price started pushing on the upper side. And right now the price is in a range right here. And I don't know personally that how I am looking at, but what plan I have is that with this wick right here, if the price breaks this level and price breaks the upper level, then we can take some kind of move. Guys, I want you to take a break. Yes, guys. So I was just talking about that how this pound actually we have changed our point of interest right here and to right there, and this is what we are looking at. So right here, guys, this was a neckline. Here we had a neckline, and according to the classical charting pattern, guys, that anything that broke down when pulled back can give us a move towards a downside, creating a double bottom around here. But on the other hand, contrary to that, we can see that there is enough of a resistance out there that it has been acting. So there isn't any clear indication that price will actually break out of this level and move on the downside. Instead, the price is constantly, like, you can see that if we check that on the daily time frame as well, that right here, although this candle is being formed, but it is not a good candle in a sense that it can make a good structural candle like that, and we can get a good peak formation here for the movement on the downside. So it is quite ambiguous in a structure right now, that if we see it is a small range that we are looking at. If we see in an hour, uh, or even if we see on like 30 minute 15 minutes chart right here, you can see that the price is in a specific structural range, and right here price is in the range. It's not even like breaking on any side, and even we have a small order block right at this zone right here. So it's really ambiguous to take an early position right here, because all the orders that are being sold off being is getting bought by the big players right here. Right here, people who are trying to sell this is continuously being taken out by the people of the big players that they are buying. For example, if retailers are selling here, they are being bought on that regard. So this is a small understanding which I actually feel that it is more ambiguous than the other. And secondly, if you see the difference between like NZD and Australian dollar, they were all actually going really down, but pound is still holding the ground. So it makes a good sense, and there might be a good breakout today or maybe tomorrow because of the pounds data. On the other hand, if we see the euro, it's the same kind of structure that is happening in the euro. I want to change my principal focus, guys, because I want things to be more in a sense of a short structural base rather than like a super trending base, in a sense that if it is not actually forming, so why to look all the way up? So right now this is a structure we are looking at. I understand it is quite choppy, but it can give us a better understanding that if the price actually takes this level around here, so any and when it goes back down, so any kind of formation can give us a move filling these single prints out here. So in that regard, price is right now in the range right here. So let's see how actually the price reacts. This could be our great point of getting out as well. If we see a breakout, something like that, moving back down, pushing down, and can go back up there again, something like that. So right now it's not even clear in euro as well. Now we have euro GBP. Right here you can see we have a euro GBP. The structure is quite good, guys, and there was a trade that was taken from around this level with the stop loss right there. It gave us a good profit till this level, where I took locked in some of the profits, and price actually went down, went up, pushed back up, one push, two push and third push, and price actually broke this level around here. Price came back down again, tried going back up, formed an order block right here, and price went down, and again price pushed back, and price is pushing on the downside, and there's a high likelihood that price can go back down there even. And what I want to mention closely is we can also bring our principal focus to this level around here so that we can analyze it more keenly, in a sense that it can make a difference. Secondly, guys, I also want to tell you that I was looking at this level right here, and as the price broke this level, so there was a small push and price is breaking on the downside, so there's a high likelihood that price would go back down there. So this could even give us a better opportunity. Right here you can see that if we enter with this stop loss, we can lock in some of a trade, can give us a micro trade around here, and price can push on the downside. But on the other hand, I would be waiting till the price reached to this level, and I would be placing my alert at this low 82305, so that if the price reaches to this level, I can actually understand that how the structure would be forming further on the downside. So this is what we are looking at in Euro GBP. Further moving towards GBP odd, it is one of the most trending pair right now that I've been like looking at. So this is the high right here, and price broke this high with a good momentum on the upside, and right now we can't define the upper structure right there. But on the other hand, any sort of pullback from this level can even give us a more move on the upper side, because guys, the thing is that it is like quite bullish. So in order to keep an understanding for the high values, we don't have much of the structure on the daily because the price is currently holding around this level. What we can actually do is, for our safety, that if this order block right here would be functional, we can bring our high to that point, because it has been on a verge towards the movement on the upper side. So let's see that if there is an high that has formed around this level, it can give us a good opportunity, but there is no confirmation of the high. See, even this high has been broken and price is moving on the upside. So it clearly indicates right now that this could be a potential trade right here, like that. If there's a breakout that happens, and price can push on the upper side like that. So a good opportunity if somebody actually prefers to take it. On the other hand, guys, this is that was pound Aussie, pound odd, this is euro odd, and euro odd has almost created a high right here, giving us two doji bars right here, and uh, and and there was a push on the downside after this, and this push was actually stopped around this level, and the exact level, if you see that the push is stopped around this level with this wick, and now the price is in a formation of giving us a pullback if it continues. But considering this trend as that it has become a sell structure, and taking this trade wouldn't be much wise, because the idea is to follow the trend. And right now any form of structure can give us this move and can break on the upper side further. So let's see. For now, time being, creating this as a high is what I actually think. But in that regard, I would be placing my alert right here as well, so that in FOMC, if the things breaks on the upper side, we can get a better clue and understanding. USD CAD, guys, USD CAD hasn't formed any kind of proper high right here, or any kind of peak formation right here. It's really vague, and price is in continuously bullish structure right here, and this bullish structure has been like from down there, guys. Like you can see, it's a huge uptrend move right now. So there are certainly like pullbacks around certain points, but still it's not as worthy because they have been like continuously decreasing their policy rates as well. Right now I'm looking at this high for some kind of understanding. So keeping it right here, what could be the next plan for us is any sort of pullback. You can see that the price actually opened around here, went up, came back down here, and then moved up. So any point around here can give us a better understanding. And if we go deep into 1 hour structure, you can see this is also a zone right here, and this is also a zone right here. So right now, in order to determine a trade in this structure is not actually a healthy structure, but still, whatever the scenario is, the price can limit itself to the bullish structure like that. So any sort of pullback that is a correction move doesn't mean a sell structure. This is AUD CAD. AUD CAD has been in a form of a range, guys. So right here there was a structural break. There was a liquidity that was taken around this point. There was a break, but again the price came back down, took the liquidity, rejecting it around this level. And guys, what's happening next, right, on the current scenario is that I had an alert placed right there with this low, and the idea is was still the similar, that let it go down there. But in any case, if the price pushes back up within the middle of the range, we can expect a move towards this point, so that we can understand that how the price would be reacting. So for that scenario, if we consider this as the low point right now, or if we consider this as a low point, so let's wait till the range is actually completed and price forms a low, and then we can actually act into it. And the decad, guys, and the decad has formed a small W pattern right here, right? And what ended up happening, that there was an idea that it can further break on the upper side like that, moving towards like that, but there wasn't a move that how we expected it, because you can see that the price is in a bullish structure right now. In a long trend, there is a good divergence out here like that, which made me think that it can actually go bullish, but it actually stopped here. So if we measure it with the Fibonacci right here, so you can see that exactly at the 50% of the range, the price started pushing on the downside, and it was a good move towards this level. So on the other hand, guys, apart from this Fibonacci structure, what we can actually see is I've placed my alert right here. The placement of the alert right here is just an indication that price can go back down there, and it is based on this level right now, on this level. So any point the price breaks here, I would be getting an alert, and if the price comes here, then we will see what could be the next move. Either there would be a liquidity trap that would be taken, and these short seller traders would be squeezed by the buyers, and price can go back up towards this high, or even like they can touch this. So this high is really important in a sense that although it is mitigated, but it has created this doji right here that can actually not, it's not basically a doji, it's kind of like a spinning top candle. So there's a, this is a neckline right here which you're looking at. This is a neckline right here. So after grabbing a liquidity around this level, price can even push back up and can give us a move towards the bottom side. So let's see how actually price reacts. GBP CAD, guys, on the other hand, is different from NZD and Aussie in a sense that price is on the verge of breaking the structure right here. And if we see on 4 hour, if the trading view actually limits us, no, it doesn't. But what we can actually do is move our point of interest on the upper side right here with so that actually we can remember. And this is a kind of a structure we are looking at. Price has been in like a bullish trend with a hard solid bullish trend, and right here and even right there you see that exact level to level return, and price is now in the form of breaking on the upper side like that. So it's intensely bullish when it comes to pound CAD, just like the USD CAD. What we can do is let's bring our attention towards this level right here. I want to bring this low point around somewhere here, but I can't find a proper structure, so that's why I will like leave it down there so that we can get an understanding. But right now it seems like it's gonna break on the upper side. Now Eurocads and euros are like giving us a good structural move. Similarly, like in Eurocad, Eurood, and all these pairs, they have formed a good high. So this is what we are looking at. The price was at neckline right here, but it kind of like stopped. So there are certain levels, guys. This is a small order block as well. So if the price come back here or here or here, we can get a move towards the upper side like that. But let's wait for the FOMC and see that how actually price reacts. I would be really interested if this price actually breaks this level too, so I would be placing my alert here. Now this is USD JPY, guys. USD JPY is within a bullish trend structure, and there was a small pullback that was witnessed here. Price came back down, took the liquidity around here, and started pushing on the upper side. And right now the price is acting on this order block right here. So let's see that how actually price reacts. It might come back down there, and if it comes back down there, it can break on the downside. So we have alert placed our alert right here. Let's change it to to this level on the bottom side, so that because I currently like see that this is an order block right here that is holding the price. Moving further to CAD JPY. cat JPY is gave us the breakout around this level, and this is also a good structural level around here, and price went up, price came back down there, breaking the structure right here, forming a double bottom around here, and price is pushing on the upper side and further going on something like that. So guys, the idea is super simple. If this price breaks this level around here, I would be placing my levels down there. But for the convenience right now, what we can do is, because there's an FOMC coming, so there might be some kind of reaction which we can see. Let's move it down there like that. And we have seen there are certain bounce around this structure. Price came back down, bounced from this resistance. Now price is breaking this level and trying to bounce on the upper side, but let's see how actually price reacts. Now on the other hand, Swiss JPY specifically is in a range structure. This is the high of the range, this is the low of the range. So let's see that if there's a breakout on any side, upside or downside till this point, and further till that point price can go. And now this is your AUD JPY. Aussie JPY, guys, is right now, there was a break above here, right? And there was also a break around here, break around here, break around there. But what ended up happening that eventually price started forming a peak structure around there, and price is pushing on the downside. Currently price has broken this level around here with taking the liquidity, but let's see if the price comes back down from this point and can give us a good solid move, or it's gonna form a double bottom around here, taking the liquidity again, and price can actually form a range, and there could be a breakout on the upper side like that as well. NZDJPY guys, NZDJPY guys clearly like broke this structure. It broke this structure around here with this momentum candle. What ended up happening that, guys, I even took that trade, and when I took that trade I was long around here, and my stop loss was here. I was expecting a move on the upper side. So the important thing is we need to know where our stop loss is. Our total profit level, we can just like lock anything based on the structure. So right now the price has reached to this level, and really keenly interested that price most probably would be taking this level around here. As soon as it forms a low, then we can actually react and act. But based on the structure, one push, two push. So after the two push, the price is actually going down. So there could be a high probability that price would be reaching on the bottom right there. But I wasn't expecting much of a move on the downside based on these types of momentum candles right here, right there, right there. So it was like looking so perfect break, but still price came back down, but it's all right. Similarly, pound JPY guys, most, this is an important pair in forex industry that most people trade it. It's also known as the beast. It is the fastest moving forex pair that we can actually see, because if you just see its ATR, it would be much larger than the other players, other currencies out there. So you can see break, 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 structure forming bullish, price went up, break the structure, exactly the price is right now down there. So this is a pullback that is happening, break, and price can go on the upper side as well, certainly like that. This is really a good structure that we are looking in Euro JPY, and it is interesting to see that the price is actually holding this level around here, and price is going back down, and price can even break this level, and we can get a good trade around this level or to even this level. So this can be a good formation for our setup for further. Let's place an alert right here. Let's see how it would actually react when it reaches to that certain level. Similarly, guys, this is USD-CHF. USD-CHF has been in a bullish trend. It has formed us a small swing structure that is a head and shoulder pattern around here. So this is a neckline. This is one, two, and this is the third time there's a reaction that is happening. So any sort of a breaking can give us a good move towards this level. So let's see how price actually reacts. On the other hand, if you see that this is also a zone out here, so price coming back to this zone can even go back up further because the trend looks quite bullish. If the FOM, it all depends on the FOMC today. I hope it made enough sense. Now CAD CHF was giving us a break around here, and after the breaking of this point, the price is pushing on the downside. I think it can be a good trade to take a trade so that the price can go down there directly like that. It can give us a good move, guys. Really like a solid structure that is looking at the way it is like want to break, putting a stop loss above here. This could be our first profit, and further price can go down there, giving us a straight move towards the bottom. So in that regard, let's place our stop alert right here so that we just don't forget about it either. And sorry guys, just want to tell you that the way this neckline actually broke and this structure, it is really good. AUDCHF guys, AUDCHF guys gave us a great continuation. There was a pullback around here, price came back down, pulled back, moved on the upper side, and price can even go down there directly like that. It has completed the structure, and it can give us a good sell structure right now. And ZDCHF guys, we have to wait for this level to be taken out, and can give us a great opportunity in that regard. I've placed my alert down there, so let's see how actually it forms the structure. Similarly guys, we have GBP-CHF. You can see that it is so opposite to each and every pair. The pound is doing great in the currency sense that uh, each time it's a swing that we are looking at. There was a pump, and then the price actually came back down. These levels actually were broken. These levels were broken. Price came back down, pushed on the upper side, broke the structure, but we still have like a lot of resistances around like these points, and let's wait till if the price actually breaks this level and can give us a move like that. But this would be a good hurdle right now, and we need to wait for some economic data to be released so that the price can actually form its flow. Euro CHF has given us a good break, guys. You can see it's a clear head and shoulder around here, and the price actually broke this structure around with this one push, and now let's wait till the price reaches to this order block, and if the price even continues to break and forms a structure like that, then we can actually enter till here and till here. So the important stuff right now I want to show you is like this candle. You see, If the price actually breaks out of this structure around here, that is also around the that is also a resistance around here and forms a support, we can again get a push on the upper side. Let's see that how the price actually reacts. This is the trade right now. I am inside. This is Australian AUD NZD. Price has been like forming a channel right here, and there was a break, retest of the channel, and price pushed on the upper side like that. Double top right here. Price broke this neckline, but price came back and has broken this channel around here. What I can see is the order block right here, and the price came back down, retested that level, came back down, pushed with the upward momentum, and idea was that it can go further back up around this level and forms a take out these levels as well, but eventually it seems to be returning right now. So let's see how the price actually reacts in coming days. Not coming day, it will be like the result can be initiated today with the FOMC. So this is a trade that I have like actually executed with these exact levels, and my stop loss is under the move. So let me like show you that this is what actually I was looking at in the idea for the break around here. And although like on this structure, the price has given us a sell structure around this point, but on the other hand, it is more on the ambiguous side. You can see it is showing the both structures. And now if the price actually comes back down and takes these levels, then it would be another sense. But for now, there was a bullish pump up here that actually shows that the price can go on the upper side. So pound NZD, guys, is super bullish, and you see Australian dollar could have been bullish based on the structure as the pound is showing, but if we go like into the deep understanding, we can see that on the daily I've this marked my this high as the important level right now, because it is like pushing on the upper side really hard. And there are certain levels around here that actually we need to ponder about, that this was the hard break that happened. Price pulled back, going back up again, retested bit level, and now pushing back up. So it can even push on the upper side like that. With this momentum, the price is moving. Euro NZD is also giving a super move right now. This formation around here is a good structure, and if we see it in 2 hours, or if we see in 8 hour, this is an 8 hour structure, guys, and you can see that how those 4 or 2 candles gave us this doji that is extreme and can give us a good push on the downside if this holds. But this downside doesn't mean that the trend would be in the sell structure. We need to form a proper understanding that if the price actually rejects around this level, then we can think about like getting into an early trend on the sell side. And again, back to the DXY, guys, and it's really important to see that DXY hasn't taken this level, and price is right now going on the downside. So this was like an basic understanding about the structural levels. Any trade that gives me a good profit, I will be like showing to you guys. So you can see that what we have learned around here, that the structure is mostly in the ranging, and secondly, I have taken also one trade, and we can later on analyze what could be the things about it. Anyway, guys, thank you, take care, have fun, and have a great FOMC if you're trading.